Roar! Roar!
Hello, ladies, and welcome to the bed where all the action happens. So, anywho, got the TurboGrafx16 here. Now, today this is what I'm primarily going to be talking about for some of my favorite games that I've happened to own, as well as an overview of the games I do own. So I'm going to show everything I have for, cue cards. I mean, I do have a CD game, which is, of course, Rise of the Sun, as well as I do have Exile complete in box, but it's sitting over here on this shelf and I can't be asked to go and fetch it. So with that bared in mind, let's show you a few of the games I do own. Now, I believe I have an extra copy of World Class Baseball here. Let's see. Double checking. Yep, I do. So I'm actually probably going to end up putting that in the same, I'll just do that. Life a lot easier. So, anyhow, put that back there. I got a couple games, which is doubles of World Class Baseball. I do not have the manual for this game, but I do have the case for it. And the funny thing about this game is I probably never tried it once in my life. Like, I never played World Class Baseball. Probably within good reason, because I'm not really a sports game kind of guy. So, next game here, which it does have a cracked case, which I can easily replace that. And that, of course, is one of my favorite arcadey style pinballish kind of games, and that, of course, is Alien Crush, which is a really great game. Got this a while back. Really fantastic, and again, it's not a huge deal. It's easily replaceable with these jewel cases. So, Alien Crush. Now, I had an extra copy of this, which was this one right here, Bloody Wolf, and I gave it to Boy along with a spare TurboGrafx16 I purchased in the past, but I was given this one right here as a gift, so I kept the one I got as a gift and gave the one I bought to Boy, and Boy, or Big Daddy Dark, now owns that. So I got this one complete with the manual, and really great game. It's up there as one of my top 10 TurboGrafx16 games. It's not my favorite because, it's great, but it's just not my favorite. Now there's one game in particular I do love, but I don't own it. I mean, it's not rare or horribly rare. However, it's something that is not within reach at the moment. And that, of course, is Dragon's Spirit from TurboGrafx16. Really great version of the NES port, which the NES port I believe has something extra, which is I believe is a two-headed dragon, if I'm not mistaken. Because if you die, like within the first bit of the game, you get turned into a double-headed dragon and all that. It's pretty cool, but whatever. Next is Sinatron. I got this really cheap, like a long time ago. I don't think the person who sold this realized really what it was, but came complete. Exception doesn't have the little bit here, which is this. Like, it does not. What the hell is all this? Oh, they're stuck together. Alright, I was just gonna say. Side moment there. But yeah, Sinatron's really great shmup. Now, the next one here, which is one of my favorites for the console. I mean, I like the original, I like Part 3, but Part 2 is the best to me for the console, and that, of course, is Bonk's Revenge. I don't know what it is, it's just this game is fantastic. Yep, it came complete, came with a little slit for it, which a little marker from hell there. That drove me crazy, but it's still the original, so I'm not going to complain as much. However, one of my favorites. It's just really fun. I completed this like a couple times in my lifetime, like at least twice, and gosh, really fun experience. Like, just sometimes I'll just sit down and play it. I won't complete it, mind you. I'll just play it until I get really sleepy and then just power it off and go to bed. But really great game. Fantastic. But next game I've got here is the original Bonk's Adventure. I got this, like, I can't remember where. I think it was eBay or something. But however, I got this because I really wanted to play it. I love this. Is like a game you gotta have for the TurboGrafx16. Next to Alien Crush, next to Bloody Wolf, you can find it affordable. Bonk's Revenge, Sinistron, one of the games up there. So Bonk's Adventure, really one of my favorites too. I mean, it's not as good as Revenge, but you guys heard my little sad story about that. Next right here is Ninja Spirit. Now Ninja Spirit is fantastic. Like, it's just so freaking good. It's hard as fudge, but it's just so good. But great game. Great game. There. This one right here is by far my favorite though. I mean, there's Bonk's Revenge, which is one of my favorites of all time for the TurboGrafx16. However, this game right here takes the cake. I mean, there's probably other games in TurboGrafx16 I've probably never even heard of or just can't recollect, but this one on tab is my favorite, which is Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu, which was put out by Hudson Soft, as you can see in the back here. Little cheat sheet there, I suppose. But yeah, it's just such a freaking great game. Like, it's arcadey challenging. It's just really fun, really colorful. I mean, I'm a fan of Jackie Chan's anyway, so it sort of makes the bias into liking it so much, I suppose. But really fun, great game. I get so hooked into it. Now, some of the loose carts here I got over time, so to speak. I have them inside the CD case, but I'll just pull them out manually as such. Which is Keith Courage. Really great game. I'm not surprised not too many people like it too much. I don't know why. Dungeon Explorer. Really, I think when I bought this, it gave me some troubles actually booting up. And then I think I wiped down the connection of the heads on there, and it just worked great after that. But the person said that they were worried it didn't work, and so they refunded me. I was like, it works great. And they went, oh, well, my mistake, keep the money anyway. And I was like, alright. If you're gonna be modest like that, I guess. Felt bad after a while, but you know, the person didn't mind, so it was whatevs. Next is Moto Rotor. It's an okay game. It's just not that great. I thought it was going to be just like, you know, Rock and Roll Racing or something like that, but it's really not that great as a title. It's just the controls, I feel, are just kind of like, what the hell am I playing? But I digress. I got World Court Tennis. Never really played it at all. I think I tried it for like a second, and I just said, fuck this, and that was pretty much the end of that. Davis Cup Tennis. Falcon. Which I think you needed some sort of thing for that. I can't remember. Probably wrong. Usually am. Another one of my favorite games for the TurboGrafx16 is Power Golf. No, I'm kidding. Is Blazing Lasers. Now, this is one of the first TurboGrafx16 games I got, but god damn it, is this game great. If you could find it, grab it. It's great. It's a great game. Now, the next game I got here was actually a pretty cute, quirky little game, and it's called Tricky Kick. A little puzzle, kicking around tiles and all that. Sort of like Lolo, but Lilo, or people call it different, but it's Lolo to me. But Tricky Kick is really great. Drop Off is an interesting, quirky little puzzle game as well, as I remember correctly. Or was it a... There, no, I can't remember. I'll have to play it after. I could have sworn there was like some sort of crazy puzzle game. Or, I don't know, I'm wrong probably. It's been a while since I actually played it. So, I'm going to take these last two. I got the TurboGrafx16 CD system card, which is obviously I kept this because of the fact that, you know, it's a given. that makes the CD base work, so I kept this. It, again, does not work, sadly. And the last game I got here is Sonic Spike for the cue cards. It's an alright game. I tried it for a little while. It was alright. I just couldn't, keep my focus working very long. And the last game here in this, which is actually a CD base, this was like a disc only, and that of course is of Lords of the Rising Sun, so I got the name wrong, but it was Lords of the Rising Sun. I have not played it once in my life. I probably should, but have not played it yet. But that's generally all the games right there that I own for the console. I'm still looking to expand the collection. Sadly, most of the games are just kind of expensive. Like, they're not very cheap. Definitely not cheap. So, I mean, I love the system a lot. It's just the fact that it's not easy to collect for. The games I got are really great. And, I should just settle with that, which that's sort of how I've been handling it. It's just been settling with what I had. I was very grateful for, just having the system primarily donated to me by my friend JT. So, again, it was just a really great console, guys. I mean, I cannot explain enough how much I like it. I mean, a lot of people, and this is the funny thing, right? People think I'm like a Nintendo or Sega fan. It was actually the other way around. As soon as I got my grubby hands on the TurboGrafx16, I was hooked, and I knew from that point on, this is the console for me. This is what I really appreciate. It's just, sadly, the console is a little scarce, so therefore it's a little harder to collect for than, your Sega Genesis or your Nintendo. Well, if I do come across any like TurboGrafx16 games, I usually just jump on them like a banshee on steroids. So therefore, that's how I collect for it. But it's my little T-shaped, beauty, and I really appreciate this thing. So, yeah, do you guys own a TurboGrafx16 out there who happen to watch this video, or are you, tongue-tied? Or are you one of those folks who, tried it once, thought it was alright, or you just didn't see the big deal of it? Either way, I'd like to hear your responses, your feedback about the system, and as always, I'll be pulling out some more consoles from my collection and talk about them as much as I can. So, yeah, take it easy. Thank you guys for watching.